So this is volatility 51S. This is Missouri FX, and I just want to welcome you to to the analysis. Welcome. If you have not followed me, just follow me, and so that we can go on with this journey together. All right. So I just want to show you what's happening, because I am in a trade right now. And this trade, what is happening is that I'm in profits, okay? So I just decided to break it down. I've done that, and I've actually shared that in my group, and guys can see what is happening, okay? So I trade support and resistance, and I also trade breakout strategy, okay? So guys, I just want to show you how I did it, and remember that it is not good for you also to be involved in arguments of this strategy is not good, this is good, this is bad. As long as you're making money, stick to what you know, okay? Stick to what you know. The only thing you need is do a lot of backtesting and more education, okay? So I just wanted to show you how I got this trade. It's just a short trade, but has good returns depending on the lot size that I had taken, okay? So I start by identifying my zones, okay? This is one zone that I'm identifying, and after this I just want to identify a few more, because they are what guides me. They guide me in knowing the next move and what I'm supposed to do after, okay? This move, what is going to happen, because even if I trade breakout strategy and trend line, I also trade from zone to zone. So these are my zones that I have already picked, okay? And they're the zones that guide me also in knowing what I'm supposed to do next, how I'm supposed to do it, and all that, okay? So these zones that you can see right now that I have marked, they are zones that are telling me a lot, okay? Why am I saying that? Because I can see some of these zones are very powerful zones, and some of them, as you can see, are reversal, so they're still powerful zones, okay? Because if I look at this, I can see there was this touch here, came back, the market also went up, came down, and also came back to retest it after breaking it, okay? So this is a zone of interest also. As you can see, it still comes back, tries to break it, wasn't able. So this is also, a zone of interest, So it comes and breaks this zone here, goes up, comes back and also retests again here, as you can see. So this is a zone of interest, comes back, tries to break it, isn't able, goes back, then comes and breaks it. So this is a very, 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 very vital zone that I'm looking at, this one here, okay? All right. So once I look at that and see what I'm dealing with, okay, because I deal with the support and resistance, and right now I'm looking at the 24-hour time frame. What I do is that I look at the now time, okay? The now time. Right now, what do I want to trade? I want to trade this area. Is there an opportunity? So this is what I'm looking at, and I want to see if there is an opportunity, okay? This is a place, this is what I want, okay? So when I look at it, I can see that there's a zone that is here. This is zone, okay? All right, this is zone, and I can see the end of the zone is somewhere here, all right? So what do I do right now? First of all, I'll take my trend line and just look and see what's been happening, okay? I can see there was a breakout, of which I trade breakout strategy. And remember, if you get more than 2 touches in a trend line, that is a valid, trend line, okay? That is a valid trend line, whether it is an uptrend or a downtrend, okay? And this has 1, 2, all right? So this was a valid, It was a valid downtrend, all right? And the market was going down. So it comes back and breaks it, all right? And once it breaks it, when I look at this, I can see the touches that are here. And where it broke out, I can see. All right, I can see. So what do? I start zooming in and looking at everything at a closer range, all right? Because when it broke here, when it came back, I started looking at this zone. Remember, this zone has been touching like about how many times? A lot of times. Look at that. Look at all these times it was touching, all right? So when I looked at it, I noticed that there was an opportunity. So what do? I look at the neckline, because I see a neckline here, all right? I look at and see there's a neckline. So I go to the 4-hour time frame so that I can get a clearer picture of what is happening. So this is what is happening, right? So as you can see, when before the market broke out, it had a few touches on my my resistance and my support area, all right? Okay, all right, it had a few touches, and also down here I can see a neckline that is here, all right? I can see a neckline that is here. So if I would have got the trade early, I would have picked up this trade from here, okay, and traded it until this zone, because I trade from the zone to zone. So even if I got a trade from here till here, I would have waited for the breakout, okay? And because now I've already zoned to the 4 hours, I can see the market came back for the retest. Where is the retest? The retest is this zone. Remember this zone, I've been looking and monitoring this zone from here, somewhere here, no, from here, way back, from here, okay, somewhere here, and it has been touching. Every time it comes, it touches, it bounces, it touches, bounces, bounces, comes back. This is a neckline also. It comes back, touches and bounces, okay? All right, it breaks, comes back again here. Look at this. A reversal, bounces, goes up, comes back, okay, touches, bounces, goes up. So it's a valid It's a valid zone and a very powerful zone, okay? So when I saw this and I saw what is happening, I started now coming back to the basics of trading, okay? And this is the market structure, right? This is one thing that many people don't look at, but I look at the market structure, because without that, I cannot be able to take my trade, okay? So when the market came till here, it started going down, and I noticed that there was change of character. Okay, there was a change of character here, and the market broke, all right, came back to retest this zone. Why am I saying this zone? Because it had to come back and check out this order block that is here. Okay, it had to come back and check out this order block that is here. So after this, it comes back, retests, goes back, and after going back, I noticed that there's also a break of structure that is somewhere here. Okay, here, let me just mark it. Okay, there's a break of structure that is here. Okay, after this break of structure that is here, I knew that the market is going to go slightly down, come back, and also retest this zone again. All right, retest this order block. Okay, this is an order block on itself, then come down. All right, so after it retested, it did not go through, it came down, it did not break, it came down again, and I noticed a break of structure again. Where? Here. All right, so after the break of structure, what I wanted to see is the market again going up. Till where? Till this order block that is here. Okay, let me get rid of all these order blocks, these markings that are here. Okay, all right, look at that. So I was waiting for it to come until this order block that is here. All right, around there, okay? So what did I do? Immediately when I saw this, I looked at on this other side and I noticed there was also something called an order block that was here, all right? So for this order block, I knew that this here was already a sign, okay? It already told me that there's going to be something that will happen here. Because remember, the past tells me that this area was an area that was really respected, and there was a lot of reversals and a lot of, the market bouncing, reversing and all that, okay? And retesting and all that, okay? So when I saw this, I knew that there's an opportunity for a what? For a buy, all right? So what I did, I went to the 1 hour time frame so that I can take a clearer, I can get a clearer confirmation, okay? And since this is where it broke, I knew that something is going to happen, okay? So when I looked at the market, I saw that this order block, all right, there was a fair value gap that was here, all right? I don't know if you can see it, but I can see a fair value gap that is here, okay? A fair value gap that is here, all right? And I knew it's gonna be, it has to be taken out. But when I looked further, I knew that this is gonna be a trend line, and it is a trend line. So, oh my God, it's gonna be a downtrend, all right? So I took my trend line, and after taking my trend line, I definitely decided to just pause and just see what's gonna happen, okay? So I saw actually a pattern that was here, and this is what made me take this buy. All right, I saw a pattern because I also look at patterns. Okay, I also look at patterns, and I saw something that is called an inverted an inverted head and shoulder. This is a pattern that you just don't see unless if you're used to it. Okay, so when I looked at it, I saw that this is gonna be a buy. All right, because when I look at this and draw this here, I definitely noticed that this is gonna be a buying opportunity. And remember, I was also targeting this zone. Okay, this is a zone I was also targeting, and I had already showed you at 4 hour 4 hour time frame. So what did I do? I took the long position. Okay, I took the long position until there, all right? So taking this long position till here, what am I anticipating now? I'm anticipating, already I have hit my TP, and this was my TP. So what am I doing? I'm actually right now anticipating something is going to happen in this zone, okay? There might be a breakout, and this market, or this move might go until up here, all right? Or at the same time, it just might come down, okay? So what I'm going to do, according to my strategy and my analysis, what I want to see is this zone, the behavior of this. What is going to happen? Is there going to be a pattern that will indicate it wants to come down, all right? Is there a breakout and retest? Okay, so all this is what I want to see, because already my TP, my take profit has been hit. Okay, so that is how I took this trade, all right? But remember, if it breaks this zone, I'll be waiting for a retest and ride with it until up there. I'm very sorry, I was talking very fast, but it's okay, all right? If it breaks and goes up now, I will be taking this trade and going up with it, all right? But I'm suspecting right now, as we are talking, there might be a downtrend to come, and also the market might also come and retest it again. But this is where you have to wait. Patience pays. As a trader, you have to be patient and wait for the market so that it can give you the correct the correct move, because I trade what I see, not what I think. Most of the people would say, oh no, this is gonna be a downtrend, it's gonna be this and this. I wait and see. There's a pattern that I'm waiting to see. Once I get that pattern, it's giving me further confirmation of a downtrend. But if it breaks this zone, all right, if it breaks this zone, remember there was an order block in the 4 hour time frame. All right, if it breaks, I go with it. If it does not, I know it's going to come down, okay? So this is what I told you I'm waiting for and I'm looking for, okay? At the 4 hour time frame, my TP was still here, and that it has respected. So I'll be waiting for what? A breakout, okay?